September 27th is a Remembrance Day in Azerbaijan. 4 years ago, on this day, the 44-day Patriotic War began, crowned with a decisive victory of the Azerbaijani army over the Armenian occupying forces. Today, the people of Azerbaijan honor the memory of the brave sons who sacrificed their lives to liberate their native lands from the enemy. On September 27, 2020, Armenian occupying forces shelled the positions of the Azerbaijani army and civilian settlements along the entire front line and border. They used large-caliber weapons, artillery, and mortars. The intensive shelling led to civilian and military casualties, as well as extensive damage to civilian infrastructure, which overflowed the cup of Baku's patience. By the order of the Supreme Commander-in-Chief, President Ilham Aliyev, the Azerbaijani army launched a counter-offensive along the entire front. In the early days of the Iron Fist operation, 6 villages and several strategic heights that had been under occupation for nearly 3 decades were liberated. For 44 days, step by step, the Azerbaijani army moved forward, inching closer to the great victory. United as a single force, the Azerbaijani people, led by the Supreme Commander-in-Chief, supported the soldiers, ultimately forcing the enemy to capitulate. Azerbaijan achieved a historic triumph. Nearly 300 towns and villages were liberated in just 44 days. Thanks to the correct information policy pursued by President Ilham Aliyev, Azerbaijan not only won on the battlefield, but also in the information war, which was really significant. Not only foreign states and individuals, but also many international media outlets attempted to hinder the liberation of Azerbaijani territories. Articles frequently appeared in prominent media, distorting Baku's rightful position and painting a skewed picture of oppressed, long-suffering Armenians. This is still happening, even after the war is over. President Ilham Aliyev's tireless diplomatic efforts, reasonable responses to provocative questions in foreign media, and fluency in multiple languages allowed us to break the information blockade created by Armenia and its patrons, ultimately shifting the narrative in Azerbaijan's favor and delivering a decisive response, a public slap to face of our enemies. In September 2023, Azerbaijan's sovereignty was fully restored across its territory. On September 19, 2023, after a successful local anti-terrorist operation led by the Supreme Commander-in-Chief, President Ilham Aliyev, the criminal separatist regime in Karabakh was dismantled in less than a day, and the junta was forced to raise a white flag. Today, large-scale reconstruction is underway in the liberated territories, and former IDPs are returning to their homeland. Our generation has been privileged to fulfill a glorious mission to be witnesses and participants in this historic chapter. Future generations will always be proud to be the sons of this land and citizens of a victorious state.